Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to be focusing on 3 amazing skills that Lomachenko demonstrated when he defeated George Kambosos this past weekend. We're going to look at these 3 things which he was exceptional at, and we're going to talk about how you can train these yourself. Alright everybody, it's been a little bit since I've been consistent on the channel, usually putting out an episode a day, but I've been very busy preparing for my next fight, plus doing some other things. But I'm back getting the Lomachenko episode underway. I really wanted to cover this fight, didn't even get a chance to watch it until this morning, saw the highlight and went, wow. Lomachenko is so good. Now, he did suffer a defeat against Devin Haney and lost all his world titles, but now after defeating George Kambosos, he's back as a world champion. And he just looked in fine form. So 3 things that he was exceptional at in this fight and how you can go about training them. Number 1, one of the things that impresses me the most about him is his ability to be on the outside, spring in and out, that in and out motion, but then jump on you again. It's so hard to know if he's going to come in and attack, or when he's in the middle of throwing, he exits. It's so explosive, so dynamic, and it makes it so difficult for opponents because if they think he's within range and they throw, he's all of a sudden gone. And then they think, okay, he's out of range, I'm safe, and then all of a sudden he's on you. This is very dynamic, and really if you want to train this, it's going to be going in, hit, 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 out, right back in, hit, 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 out. I'll give you a little bit faster paced example. Just set your weight on the floor, set yourself on the floor so you have a position and just think, okay, I have to move in about 6 to 12 inches, get my combo off and exit. So I'm standing here. And something like that. All right, obviously he does it way better, but it's that out motion popping right back in. But the quick exits after the combos. So difficult to get a range and a read on this guy. Obviously, it's easier to do that when you don't have kicks because punching and then getting that exit puts you completely out of punch range. But if it's MMA or kickboxing or Muay Thai, I might be within kicking range still. So a little easier with just hands, but still something you can add in, I think, to any martial arts discipline. The next thing which I love from Lomachenko is the fact that he doesn't worry about loading his shots, therefore making them slow. He just kind of taps. And I think it's something that we can all learn. Instead of stepping in and being like, okay, 1, 2, 3, it's just boom, 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 boom. And it's just that quick tap. You win rounds and bit by bit you wear down your opponent. Occasionally you put in harder shots, but really watching the highlights of this fight, I went, oh, he wasn't banging Kambosos really hard. It wasn't massive power shots. It was just landing and landing and landing and landing. And all of a sudden that volume over 11 rounds ends up breaking down your opponent and he gets the KO at the very end with a body shot. We focus so much in pad work, bag work on full power, but when you watch Lomachenko do his stuff in training and especially in fights, it's just more, and he just places them out there. So it's a good reminder to all of us to sometimes scale back. That's going to help your cardio improve because you're not putting in as much energy. You're also going to be a little bit tighter on everything. You're not going to be as wild when you overthrow. So really try and dial down occasionally that power and see if it works for you. The last thing which I really noticed in this fight is his ability to let long combos go. Whereas many fighters get off 1s or 1-2s, sometimes 3s, he's able to step in because of that speed, because of also his ability to throw people off with that exit and entry, which we already talked about. He can get off 5 punches. He's just standing there and all of a sudden, and you're like, whoa, that was a nice combo. And he's so clean and so safe because again, not too much power. Building those long combos is something you have to train. You're not going to get in shadow box and go single shot, single shot, single shot, and then all of a sudden start comboing up. So really be creative, really work when you do your shadow boxing, your bag work, letting multiple shots go so you're getting used to building up. And of course, the longer your combo, the more likelihood something is actually going to land. The danger, however, is often the longer you go, the easier it is to counter you. But if you don't go for that massive power and you do that at speed and you have a quick exit at the end, as he's done, and we've already talked about, I think you will have success with these longer combinations. So there are 3 things which you can work that Lomachenko demonstrated so well this past weekend when he became a boxing world champion once again. Always looking forward to seeing him in the ring, and hopefully we'll get to see him against some of these other high-level guys right now who are just bringing boxing back in to the spotlight. Thanks for joining me, guys. As always, train hard. I will see you back here soon for another video.